Hello, I'm AbigaleLegge and I'm going to be giving a Brexit update for the week beginning Monday the 4th of July 2016. On Wednesday the 6th, it was reported from staffing industry that salaries fell following the Brexit by 1.9%, although data revealed that despite the UK's decision to leave the EU, advertised jobs actually increased by 14.1% nationwide. On Thursday the 7th of July, The Independent's big title was that UK job vacancy adverts fell by 700,000 in the week after Brexit. The article goes on to talk about trends in hiring and how businesses are freezing hiring over the uncertainty over the EU referendum. In the week before the referendum, almost 1.5 million jobs were advertised online, dropping to under 820,000 in the following week. The amount of job openings between the years vary 5 to 10%. This year they've dropped by 47%. Brian Kropp, HR practice leader at CEB, says that this is an indication that the UK-based companies are pulling back from hiring. The Telegraph reported on Friday the 8th of July how low the pound had dropped, below $1.30 as the Brexit nerves continue. The headline of the Express newspaper on Friday the 8th were Germans demanding an EU referendum themselves. Sarah Wagenknecht has called for an EU referendum. The left-wing politician has already campaigned for referendums for individual EU contracts, and the German Chancellor has become under increasing pressure to hold an EU referendum ever since Britain voted to leave the bloc 2 weeks ago. They're calling the vote a Dexit. The Times, July the 8th, brings news as the borrowing costs fall to historic lows as investors opt for bonds. Investors flee risky assets for super safe bonds to protect themselves from the referendum fallout. The Financial Times reported also on Friday the 8th about the UK employment status. Those in Sunderland, for example, were voted for Brexit may get their wishes granted, but immigration may well dry up. Job prospects will be dire with greatly reduced inward investment. We had UK Reuters post an article about JP Morgan possibly having to move thousands of staff out of Britain if it loses the right to sell financial services to the EU. The company has 16,000 employees in the UK, and the EU imposed new conditions on the UK. They may be forced to relocate these employees to a different branch in the Eurozone. Staffing Industries posted on the 8th that instead of decreasing in Ireland, jobs are on the rise by 7% compared to last year, with a 47% increase in the environmental health and safety sector. Another thing not changed is the graduate scheme. UK Staffing Industry posted that although other factors have been decreasing, the UK graduate programmes have stayed the same. People clearly looking for high-skilled workers, and they're still continuing to do so despite the Brexit decision. Mariano Maratino posts on Recruiting Times that the combined impact of the minimum wage increase in conjunction with business uncertainty relating to Brexit has led to a rapid cooling of the job market across Britain. And lastly, on the 8th of July, CIPD website posted that recruitment fell by half in the first week of the Brexit vote. This article talks about the differences in hiring perm and temp staff and whether this trend will continue or people are just in short-term shock. CEB HR practice leader Brian Kropp said, "At this stage it's unclear if there is an early shock reaction from employers and whether this trend will continue. However, if recruitment budgets do contract and open headcounts are frozen, it will certainly have a negative impact on the UK economy." Thank you for listening.